So it's May 3rd, 2022. Take a second to think what day of year it is. Isn't that great? Just going over emails, all this stuff, and just wanted to record like what I said about how these emails my mom brought to the restraining order hearing, requested by my dad. I have to remind you or whoever that one was from me sent to my mom in July of 2015, which is like 150 days before this timeline they used, but I mean that doesn't even matter because the email reads like, oh, here it is. Just to my mom, I write, I am on mental disability. This is no joke. This is my real life. Here is a partial list of the definition defined by the Mayo Clinic: major depressive disorder, feelings of hopelessness, trauma disorder, trouble thinking, sleeping, severe anxiety, memory loss, fatigue, blaming myself for things that are my responsibility, loss of interest in most or all normal activities. This partial list are severe enough to cause noticeable problems in day-to-day activities, such as work, school, relationships with others, which I had none of. I wasn't working, I didn't go to school, I had no relationship with anybody. And others would be none either. The only really relationship I had with anybody at that time was with my mom. The normal, whatever. I mean, I used to see her almost daily. But I think my dad had moved back by now because that's why things went south so fast. But then, okay, I finished by saying, see how I digress. Okay, I finished it by saying, I don't want sympathy, just empathy. Asking for empathy from my mom, who lacks empathy, was my first mistake, right? Or last, or one of the thousands I've made, I guess, in thinking that she was a mom and not a monster. My mom replies, and this is what she brought to the restraining order hearing that my dad filed against me. Okay, that alone. What? I don't get it. But she writes, yes, I understand that definition describes you. Anger is missing from that definition. Are you seeing a doctor for this diagnosis? Social Security should be giving you methamphetamines. That's the extent of my empathy right now. Okay, oh no, sure. The extent of my empathy right now is at my max. Here's what I've been contributing to your well-being. And then she just lists that the value of the rent, and I don't live in a dangerous neighborhood anymore. The following, she lists such things from TV. I mean, the thing is I'm not a renter, and she told us $22. I'll have this so you can see it. But the point is, well, there's a bunch of points, but and then she even writes with their own handwriting a little note, my reply to the following email. Like they couldn't figure that out, Mom. So, and then she also writes down on the same email, because there's a bunch of room left on it in her writing, handwriting too, by the way. This is handwriting. So she writes for 14 of the last 19 years approximately. Well, that's wrong. She keeps getting, for some reason, and it's not, it's intentional. It's not like a clerical error or a memory loss or something. There's something wrong where she's purposely writing incorrect years that I've lived there. And the years that are correct her look even better because it's like 4 more years of, But the reason why she fudges the intentionally the dates on of when I lived there is because she had a restraining order against me again because she has previously done this to me. She did this back in 2008. The same thing. Notice of eviction, restraining order. No, I think. Well, I don't know, but she did the same thing. Okay, and so. She right down there, no one has lived rent-free in one of my rooms, The other years, from about 2008, he was either homeless. I don't want to answer that. I know it's not my fucking lawyer. Sorry, Captain. Oh yeah, Shreds. From 2008, he was either homeless, living in a group home. I paid for less than my mom. For until that's not true. You're 7th and Cerritos. I lived in 7th and Cerritos. But she listed my rent, $500 a month, single apartment, paid by disability. And then she writes in there, I paid for his food. You know what she did? She paid, because we saw each other every Monday. This is in 2010. Yeah, because I moved there on 7th and Cerritos in 2010. So, and I was working at the Red Room, just doing the cleanup. So my mom would come every Monday, and we would go to the market. Go to El Super on 5th and Elm or 5th and Long Beach Boulevard, and I would get $50 worth of food each Monday. We would do that. We did that for about a year. Until I moved into 4523 on May 5th, 2011, which we then continued to do that for probably 3 more years. We would go to the market every Monday. I would drive her in her newly fixed Bug. I didn't have a license. So I was driving on a suspended license. My mom and her Bug, who had a restraining order against me still, right? This whole time. Not because she feared me or anything like that, it's because it was a tool. It was a tool for the, maybe not so much the first time as a tool for the eviction. I don't think it was a tool for the eviction so much, but of course, I mean, when you have a restraining order against somebody and you own the property, you have to go. So it is a tool for the, but it's also a weapon to punish, to have free reign to make false accusations, which will throw me in jail. See how that works? Yeah, this is the second time around. So, and then if she writes, that I have lived rent-free and all this for all these years, she fails to mention the fact that she has lived rent-free her entire life. My mom has never paid a rent. I just never had to pay rent. 1 month of her life. Never. So, that she wants to claim that I have lived rent-free. Well, that's what beneficiaries do. Or that's the benefit of being a beneficiary of a grandmother who owned property that was paid for in full and all that, My mom has never, she inherited, my grandfather, paid, I think he paid down payment or whatever for the house that I grew up in, where they live now. And my dad paid whatever I think it was $250 a month was their mortgage, from working. My mom, she didn't contribute, which, which is fine by me. I mean, well, not in my case. I mean, I think it's good that moms stay home, but I wish my mom would have had a career. Her career has been, destroying or not destroying, abusing her children has been her career. So, my mom failed to mention the fact that, she's lived rent-free her whole life. So, and inherited, not to mention that she inherited the properties. I always seem to forget. Almost $200,000 in cash, too. My mom got when this whole interstate thing was finally settled. I forget the year, but I have it. So, her claiming that she's on this, email that I'm 69 years old, I'm still working to pay off the 17th. You know what? My mom got a job, I think, when my dad ended up moving to Vegas. Like, she, exiled him out to Vegas. And I don't know what year it was, 2000 maybe. I don't even know exactly, because I never, but whatever. I mean, saw my dad's, I saw a picture of it, like, in 2015, but I never went and visit my dad or anything like that. I mean, whatever. But, my mom is, this claim of having to work, and then she fails to mention, her fleet of cars. And the Hummer, which she bought on my birthday in August of '09, as I'm homeless living outside, I think, at Union Station. I think I took the Blue Line up there. I was sitting outside on my birthday, I think, And she took that occasion, August 8th, 2009, to celebrate my despair by buying a Hummer. Okay? There's that too. So, if all this is like, well, what does this matter with anything? Well, exactly. But this was brought to the restraining order hearing filed by my dad. Okay? Something about, I don't know, which one was this? I don't even remember which email I'm talking about. Oh yeah, the definition of the depression and the anxiety and the trauma and all that. See, there you go. And memory loss. Oh God. Oh jeez. Out of the pain, I have to have humor, right? Or humor is my cure for the pain. Revenge or vengeance or threatening my parents or any of that crap is not what I do. It's not what I've done. It's the last thing I have done or do. I get nothing from that. It benefits me zip. Who does it benefit though? When these things happen, that false accusations and all that, it benefits my parents. Not me. So, this is just one email I sent to my mom. Just a basic little description of my, and the reason why I have all that is because of her. It's because of what happened in '08. Being evicted, being falsely accused with the dryer and burglary and God knows what else. Telling my friend that I'm going to vandalize his car, saying I'm living underneath the house at 310. All this happened, and I'm just, at utter despair, homeless, just with all this going on, I applied for Social Security disability for severe, depression, anxiety, trauma, everything. And I got approved. I got approved in late '09, and I've been on it ever since. And I just recently, maybe 2 months ago, at the, might not even 2 months, a month, something like that, I got the results back from the Social Security medical review, so to see if I still am qualified or to receive this, and I was approved. I'll find the letter, I probably can get it online, where they say yes, so basically the fact that we realize that you are still disabled, because of this anxiety and trauma. It's not. I mean, yeah, of course it's exciting, but it's more the trauma and the PTSD. And I'm not talking about like I'm a military, of course not. But the PTSD is real. You know, because of what has happened, and knowing that this is what is continuing to happen, and at any given moment. So, you know, I tried to stop this. I tried to, I sued my parents for intentional infliction of emotional distress, but I'm not a lawyer. I can't. I got, you know, pretty far. I got about as far as you could go, I guess, up until a trial could happen, but I guess I should have opposed the motion on the pleadings, you know, because, you know, dumb me just thought, well, yeah, I mean, look at what I wrote. I mean, it's all happened, it's all true, you know, but I should have, I'm not a lawyer. I've tried to stop this, and it's only gotten worse, so, I mean, so yeah, just a July email in 2015 where and my mom even, you know, that's another thing too, is my mom, her first instinct is to, most likely, go look up what the definition I saw and realize that anger was missing. Well, I didn't write anger down because I'm not angry. I mean, of course, you know, listening to this, I'm not, what I am is pissed. I think there's a difference. I'm pissed off about what is, you know, all of this. But I'm not angry. I'm not an angry person. On this, when it comes to this, once I'm done talking about it's over. It's all. I mean, I'm like back to being norm, you know, and not so, you know, pissed off, right? So, but it was interesting to know that my mom noticed that the anger, you know. I mean, and I'm thinking, you know what? I guess she would know, wouldn't she? Because she's the fucking provoker. She's the abuser that realizes that the normal reaction or response to this treatment and this abuse and these crimes that she's committed against me should be anger. It's like a form of consciousness of guilt. Same thing with the restraining orders and all this. My mom knows that what she's done requires a response that she would be fearful of, which I have not done one bit. But that's why she does this. She's a provoker. And when, you know, it's that thing, like I said, she cries out in pain as she strikes me. I'm done. I want to go work on my car. Just doing this stuff it's so. It's such a waste. It's such. This has been going on for so long. I just want. You know what? I liked working at where I live. I like working on my home. My garden was everything was my life. It's my life. And it's been stolen from me. Everything. And I mean everything. Stolen from me. My joy has been stolen from me. My belongings have been stolen from me. My lifetime home has been stolen from me. My reputation as a good neighbor, my reputation, I'm considered a violent abuser of my parents. It's just a nightmare. It is unreal. And, you know, I sent an email to, I sent an email to you, Miss Cappy or whatever, and, you know, I don't know. Well, okay. I'm gonna send this to you, Miss Cappy. All right. You're supposedly my lawyer, right? Why don't you get back to me?